Welcome back to Strikers Charged Autism thing, Season 3. After a long hiatus between Season 2 and now, we're back with more autism and fun on Super Mario Strikers Charged. We are once again running, of course, an elite table and a Babby table, 6 teams each. Last time around, PD won the league again, the only league champion so far. He barely edged out Luigi again, who was just in front of Mario, who I think finished 4th in the first league and then 3rd this time around, so slight progress. But Wario and Waluigi went down to the Babbies as brothers, and then up from the Babbies, Yoshi beat Bowser on the last day of the season to pass him for goals 4 to earn promotion. Bowser had to do promotion through the playoff, in which he beat Bowser Jr., and then Daisy beat Diddy Kong. Peach, the lone spoon there at the bottom, she just barely missed out. Bowser Jr. beat her last week of the season, so that was pretty fun. There on the right, the statistics, Yoshi was top of the table in points, but this table is not yet retrofitted to remove Mega Strike goals, in which Yoshi would have 29 less goals. That's how many he scored from Mega Strikes. Fuck that. A lot of cool entries here, like Bowser's Birdo, one of the Birdos anyway, because he had 2 of them. 13 goals, 12 assists. Monty Mole for Bowser Jr., the first sidekick to score 20 goals in a season. Birdo for Daisy chipped in 16 goals, but also 13 assists. That's incredible. And then the other statistics here. DK, 0 Mega Strike goals all season long. He put in 22 of his own, and then for the 2nd season in a row, Bowser Jr. has a Golden Ball winning player, and it's also a forward. First time it was Boo with 28 assists in 22 games. Toad had 16 in 22. That's another thing to mention too about Monty Mole and Bowser Jr. We'll get to that in a little bit. For how the teams did, Bowser finished 2nd in the Babbies, kind of a weird start, but then put together a really nice season. Just slipped at the very end, but it didn't really matter. He was always going to go up to the elites. He had a really strong team all season long. As you can see by the points there, 22 goals, 14 assists. No matter what he did with the ball, it was going to the right place. Birdo's helped out a lot. Critter didn't need to produce much. Swept the season series of Bowser Jr. and Daisy, but curiously lost all 3 games to Diddy Kong. We will not see that matchup. Maybe we will interleague, but we will not see it in the elites. So we'll have to table that for the future. His son Bowser Jr., as just mentioned, he lost the season series to his dad, but otherwise had respectable results there in the Babby division. But just a lot of red. He won his first 2 games. He had a really good first season. Just slipped at the very last second to go down to the Babbies. Monty Mole, 20 goals in 18 games for a sidekick to do it, as I mentioned. There were a couple that did 19 in the first season, but they had 22 games to do that, so that's pretty freaking impressive for Monty. Way to go him. But as you can see, the rest of the team didn't really contribute all that much. And again, a lot of red. Good little finish, beating the princesses, but Bobby has probably a worse team now than he did last season. So we'll see how he deals with that. Daisy, nothing really special about Daisy, except for Birdo, as I mentioned before. 16 goals, 13 assists, 29 points. Good for 6th in the league, even considering the fact that Mega Strike goals are calculated in there. That might be like 4th or something. In fact, let's see, what's that? 9 goals and fucking 4 assists. Yeah, like Birdo has double the points that Yoshi does. That's incredible. So maybe Daisy could produce a similar sidekick like that. She'll be looking to get out of the Babbies, at least finish in the middle and try for that promotion playoff again. So will Diddy Kong, who has a better team this time around, but he not some bad contributors here. Good second half of the season as well. Only lost 2 games in the second half. Birdo, for him, had 14 assists. Koopa had 15 goals quietly. Pretty darn good. And then Diddy spraying the ball around himself along with Hammer. Good showing from Critter as well. Just wasn't enough to get it done in the playoffs. And as mentioned before, he did sweep the season series with Bowser. Pretty good team. His dad, DK, slipped at the last couple weeks there. And if Wario had won his game, DK would be in the Babbies. But instead, he stayed afloat. He won the Mega Strike Cup. Also, 2-time winner of the Mega Strike Cup. It's pretty much his, I guess. And also is the reigning league MVP. He's just unstoppable. Shy Guy, 2 goals, 15 assists for each of them, because we just divided in 2. Basically, the plan was to pass it to DK and let Bones get a goal every once in a while, who had 8 goals, 5 assists. It was all DK. We'll see if with the ridiculously good team, we think he has the best of the 12, if he can put it all together and win the Elite League. Who probably won't win the Elite League, despite finishing two leagues in a row, is Luigi here. Just didn't work out for him. He lost the season series to Petey 3-0, swept Wario, and did good otherwise, but had a great team and just couldn't put it together. Good critter and everything. 3 shutouts, league leading. Cringe. Also cringe slightly is his brother Mario. No, Mario has a pretty good team. Just the last season, look at that, 5 losses in the last 6 games to go from potential league champions to almost relegated. And if he didn't, he got shut out by Waluigi hilariously. But if he didn't have that goal difference on his side, like a +6 swing or +8 swing, whatever it was, then he would have been in serious trouble. But instead, he is 3rd. I believe he finished 4th the previous season. He was pretty good on his own. Let's see how he does with an even more defensive team in this 3rd season. The Princess Peach, good start, more or less, but a lot of red in the second half of the season, and Peach just isn't that good. Look at, bless Dry Bones for putting in 14 goals there. That's very nice, but no one else on the team was able to, chip in because it was all speed with the Koopa, Toad, and Dry Bones himself. Now she's got a lot less speed, a lot more hitting and power and whatnot. Has a balanced approach, so we'll see if she can not be the Spoon the second time. As a result of her being in Spoon, she will play on the dump. Petey, from worst to first, he has won his 2nd league in a row. He is on a hit parade. He's got 12 hitting going into this season. We'll see if that produces the hits that we want. He scored 30 goals last year. It's more like 18 or something from open play. I don't know. It doesn't really matter which sidekicks he has. They're going to do good, but he does have some pretty good sidekicks regardless. Waluigi, terrible start. 0-6. None of them in overtime to save grace for him. Ended up having an okay season, I guess, but definitely was going to always get relegated. Wally's just, a troll, but he has a nice, perfectly balanced approach, which is great because Thanos is purple. And honestly, a better team, so we'll see how he does. But chances of getting out of the Babbies, not super likely. His Jew brother, Wario, maybe, possibly. Not the offensive powerhouse. 12 shooting this time. A little bit more speed from what I remember. I don't remember exactly what he has. But Wario just kind of just all over the place. And nothing really to write home about. Always going to get relegated as well. Did sweep the season series with Petey, curiously enough. And then lastly, everyone's favorite dinosaur, Yabi. As mentioned, 37 goals and almost none of them count. Did have a decent showing from Birdo, but it is pretty clearly Team Mega Strike. As you can have a 2.56 GAA and it not really matter. To go back to the league, the awards here. The Golden Gloves also won by Waluigi. For voting, everyone loved DK as captain. They wanted to... what do you call it? Favorite captain, whatever. The Chad Lizard Award. Luigi's keeper voted to be the best. Peach, right behind him. Not bad. Best defender was Dry Bones on Mario's team. Got some good votes there. And then Boo for Luigi was also another really good pick. Captain's Point Slot Award. Birdo for Daisy. Perfect, as she was at the top. Monty Mole only 4 votes behind. And then Birdo for Bowser as well. Top Cap Award. Everyone voted that DK was the best captain, not just their favorite captain. And then, of course, he took the treble, won the league MVP, just ahead of Birdo on Bowser's team, and Luigi, who were tied. Petey right behind there. That is it. This league, we will indeed have Mega Strikes filtered out of the table, of the whatever you call it, and then Mega Strikes LOL category. So we will see some actual good goal stats. Anyways, that's it. It's time for some strikers.